Hello Techies, welcome to my channel Techno Network. I hope you all are doing well. In my previous video of PowerShell, I explained you basics about files and folders operations. In this series of PowerShell, today we are going to learn how to see the basic information and how to configure them. So without any further ado, let's get started. First, we will see what if we want to see the host name of our computer. So for that, you have to just type host name and hit enter. You will be able to see the computer name over here. Now this host name is the alias. Okay, this will also work in your command prompt. But as we are using the PowerShell, so in the PowerShell we will use commandlet. So the commandlet to see the host name is you have to type $env colon type computer name and hit enter. There you can see the computer name is visible. You can see the computer name. So that's how you can find the host name or computer name using the PowerShell. So the next one is system information. How you will see the system information. So in command prompt we use system info to see the system information. It is loading currently and within few seconds you will be able to see all the details of system. So there you can see uh, host name, Windows version, Windows corporation, OS configuration, OS build type. You can see every details over here. But this is we can see using the command name, and system info you can also use in the command prompt. But in PowerShell there is one commandlet also which you can use to see the system configuration, and that is get computer info and hit enter. It is loading all the computer information and processor information, and there you can see it showed you all the details about your computer. There you can see the page file is available on this location, and the manufacturer is Microsoft, the architecture is 64-bit. So these all information you can see by using this commandlet in the PowerShell. So this is all about the system information and system details. Now what if you wanna see the CPU details? So to see the CPU details, you just have to type WMIC CPU and hit enter. Within few seconds, you will be able to see all the CPU details over here. It is a little bit cluttered, but you can copy it into a notepad window. You can just give some time over here and then you will be able to see it. Okay. This is using the command prompt command WMIC CPU. Now in PowerShell there is one commandlet by which you can see the CPU information, that is get WMI object type win32 underscore processor and hit enter. There you can see CPU 0, manufacturer is Intel, and this one is Core i5. Okay, and the model is family 6 model 142 step in 1 2. So this is all about the CPU details. Now what if you wanna see the hard disk which you have on this machine and how many hard disk you have? So in command prompt we use disk part and hit enter. You will be in the disk part. Now here type list disk, hit enter. When you type list disk, it will gather all the disk which is currently inserted, which is attached with your laptop. Currently only one disk is attached, which is disk 0. Now to see the details, type select disk 0. So that's how we can select the disk 0. Now to see the details, you have to type details disk 0, hit enter. There is some error. You just have to type disk and hit enter. So there you can see there are two drives. There is one hard disk and two drives, correct? C and D. Okay. So in C drive, that is the system drive, it has the Windows, it has the operating system, and D drive which has the data. Okay. And C drive is the boot drive where the operating system is already installed. So that's how you can check the disk details, but this command, the disk part, list disk, detail disk, it is also you can see in the command prompt. But in PowerShell, how you will see the hard drive or disk details? So first let me come out from the disk part. I came out from the disk part using the control C command. Okay, and currently I'm in the system 32. To see the disk details, the hard drive details in PowerShell, we have to use one commandlet, which is get volume, which you can see here, get volume, and you have to type one parameter over here, which is file system label, and then type the drive name. So here we have the drive name, which is Windows. Okay, I hit enter, and there you can see the drive that you can see here, Windows. It will give us the all the details about the Windows NTFS, fixed, healthy. So this is how you can use the get volume commandlet in PowerShell. Okay, so we'll move forward. Now this is all about the CPU, disk, and what about the operating system? Okay, so to know the version of the operating system, in command prompt we type winver and hit enter. You will see this, you will get this dialog, which says version 1909, OS built 18363, Windows 10. Okay, this command winver you can use in the command prompt. But in PowerShell there is one commandlet which you have to use. You have to start parenthesis. Okay, here you have to type system dot environment, close the parenthesis, type double colon, and there you have to type OS version dot version and hit enter. You can see it is Windows 10, build is 18363. Okay, so that's how you can see the Windows version over here and Windows operating system over here. Now, apart from all this, okay, what about the BIOS? You want to check the BIOS number or BIOS version. So to see the BIOS version in command prompt, we type WMIC BIOS get SM BIOS version and hit enter. So there you can see the BIOS version is this one. Okay, so this command you use in command prompt. In PowerShell there is one commandlet which is get WMI object and type win 32 underscore BIOS, hit enter. So you can see the BIOS version over here and the serial number over here. So this is how you can use all this alias name. Alias name means the command which can be used in the command prompt. Okay, so that's how you can use this get WMI object commandlet to see the CPU details. Okay, now here I showed you one is command which you can use in the command prompt, and one is commandlet which you can use in the PowerShell. Now here this command is also known as alias. Alias means the commands which can be run in the command prompt. Okay, so every commandlet has the alias name. Okay, so for example, to get the BIOS number, this is the command and this is the commandlet. Okay, and to get the system information, this is the command and this one is the commandlet. So let me go up over here, and here you can see all this which you can see over here, list disk, select disk, detail disk. This is all alias command which you can run in the command prompt also. But here for the PowerShell, you use get volume file system label Windows to see the CPU details. Okay, so that's how you can use the PowerShell commandlet to see the system information, system configuration. There is more commands and there is more commandlets which we can complete in the next video. So this is the part one for the system configuration. If you have learned something from this video, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel Techno Network. Thank you.